Guys, it's Epic Underworlds. I'm a trading card game designer, and I had a video idea today, and it was a theory. Can homemade trading card games make it big? So I'm pulling out the sketch pad, and we're gonna brainstorm this. Because you see all these popular trading card games like Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, and you're like, well, if they can make it big, so can't I? And you gotta think, Richard Garfield started his trading card game in college with cards basically this big and just a basic rule system. And he kept pushing and pushing with the game, and eventually it gained traction. And it's like, if you make a homemade trading card game for years and years and years, eventually it should gain some sort of traction. It can't just not gain anything. I mean, at least you're going to gain a fan base if you're showing it on YouTube. So no matter what, at least you will gain a fan base, as long as you have like a good message and are not like an evil person, like, buy my card game, or I'll burn your house down, or something like that. Then you won't succeed, but if you got like a good message and stuff, then you probably will if you do it long enough. And I'm not talking like 2 or 3 years, I'm talking at least a decade. But often in society like this, things can blow up overnight, so I guess we'll see. So the first thing on my theory list is, well, if you're gonna try to make your homemade trading card game that is just made by you in your bedroom, how are you gonna make it big? Well, the first thing is you gotta grow your community. Without a community and an audience, you won't gain any opportunities at all. And in order to grow your community, you need a positive message. And often when you're starting out, you really shouldn't focus on money, because that'll all come after you grow a community. The money is not the main thing. So if you start your trading card game channel and it's only been a year and you're already asking people to subscribe to your Patreon and get your merch and all that stuff, yeah, that's cool. And you can even try that if you want. But what honestly I think would be better is if you grow your community with a positive message that doesn't involve money, and then they'll just like you as a person, and then they'll want to get your game. And it's honestly just way more fun to make a card game and not focus on money when you're first starting out. And often, when you're a kid, you often have a lot of free time and you have that stability to focus on the game itself and not just money. But if you are older, then this can often be a struggle. So once you have your message, you need to start making videos and spreading your game across the world. Now, it'll be very slow at first. Like, when I first started making my channel, I would get 1 to 2 views on each of my videos, but I kept doing it and I was super, super, super consistent. Like, I've been uploading like at least once a week for 3 years now, almost 4, and it's proven to work out. So I didn't just gain my almost 2K subscribers just from doing nothing. I put in a lot of work and I stayed consistent, because fans want that consistency. They want to know that you are still passionate about your game. A lot of YouTubers gain really quick success through clickbaity videos, but then again, that doesn't really build your reputation as being a generally just like person who's passionate about your stuff. If you only focus on like clickbaity stuff, your fans are going to be like, okay, well, this guy kind of just is in it for the money and the views and stuff. No, you got to make videos that you're passionate about, and then your fans will become passionate about it too. I hope that makes sense. Then you need interaction. This means either creating a Discord server where you and your fans can connect and you can do collabs and get people engaged in your TCG, because engagement is so important for growing a community. If you only make your card game and you don't let any outside, it's like isolating yourself to just your card game. You got to let people have some sort of part in your card game. And I know you don't maybe not want their art in your card game, but you can do like design a card art contest where you only put like 1 or 2 of their arts, which is really cool, because then fans feel like they're part of your game. Or host tournaments for your trading card game. You can put your game on Untap, and you can host tournaments and play your card game with others online. So again, work on your game, but also in this stage, you should also focus on building a community. So you got to put a lot of time into engaging with your fans. You can't just ignore them. Then the next step is putting your card game on some sort of website, such as the Game Crafter. The Game Crafter basically takes your cards designs, prints them, ships them out for you, and you don't have to do anything. You just need to make the cards. This is super fun. Although the profit margins are kind of low, this is still a really good start, because again, you're not really focusing on money. You're just focusing on getting your game out to people and for them to enjoy. And definitely, like if you're in college, this is super fun, but play your card games with people in real life. I know it might sound simple, like a lot of people play their card games and film untapped videos of them playing online, and that's not as engaging as seeing the actual cards being played in person. That just gets people to really want to buy your game. I don't know why, but whenever I see like a Chaos Galaxy video of him playing a game in person, I just really want to get that game and do it myself. So definitely make your game available to be purchased, but also don't just make booster packs, because if you just have booster packs and it's on the Game Crafter, that's going to be expensive to build a deck. So do starter decks also, so people can actually play your game, or maybe a 2-player starter set. So make your game affordable to play. Don't just crank up the prices just starting out. But then again, don't make your card game dirt cheap, because then it doesn't have value to people. So then once you are playing a few of your playing your game in person, make sure to film those videos and upload those videos on your channel. And this also gets to YouTube videos. Document your journey, and your fans will also be part of it, kind of, because they'll feel like they're watching you along your way and following your journey, and that just builds a really good connection, I guess. Next is what I like to call like the knowledge spread step. This is kind of what I'm in right now, where you take what you've learned and you inspire others to also make card games and teach them what you've learned. And this will just strengthen our community even more and just make you a very valuable member of the community. Because if you don't share what you learn, then how are others going to like make better games, and how is our community going to grow for the better? I try to share almost everything that I find that is helpful. That's why I've been doing a lot of tips videos recently, because I genuinely want you guys to make better games. I want to help you, because trading card games is a art medium that I just think is so amazing. I'm obsessed with it, and I just want to see you guys having fun with it as much as I do. So spread your knowledge. You can skip this step if you want, but this often builds a lot of good stuff in the community with you. Like Chaos Galaxy has done so many guide videos for us, and it has helped us so much. It has inspired so many generations of HTCG creators. And oftentimes, this is also a bonus. Those videos get a lot of views. So I'm just saying it is a win-win. Okay, so after all those years of building up your community and building your art skills and just gaining a lot of knowledge, you finally have what it takes to launch your company and start getting rewarded for all the hard work that you've done. So here are a few things that you could do. You could launch a merch line, so fans can get your cool designs and wear them, and it just feels good. Like when you're like, I got the Chromacopia shirt because I love Tyler the Creator's new album, and it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel a part of that. Then you can launch a website. You can move away from the Game Crafter if you want. Like I know the last 10 Elementals just did this, where you can somehow, I honestly don't know, and I'm still trying to figure out the step. You can find a different company to publish your cards where you can make a little bit more money than if you would on the Game Crafter. And then you can just make a whole website and build your brand. So building your brand is awesome, really, really fun, but it's also a very hard step. You got to make a really good logo. You got to find a really good style and stuff like that. Then you can also, like during this time, since you have so many fans, you can start capitalizing off of YouTube. Yeah, it took a while, but now you can actually start making money on your videos. And this means that you can make more guide videos and get more views, and you can just make more live streams and connect with your fans even more and get rewarded for that also. So then you can use those funds to reinvest and start a TCG company or launch your game on Kickstarter. Now, this might seem a little far-fetched, going from all the way from making a TCG in your bedroom all the way to Kickstarter and a company, but it takes a while, and if you really want this, then I think anyone could pull this off. Honestly, I was talking to Chaos Galaxy in his comment section, and he said that he was honestly trying to do his HTCG full-time too. Like he said that was the dream. So if you follow these steps and you also like figure out your own things and make your game that stands out, because with AI, and anyone can copy what's already there, but you got to make something that isn't there, something that is so unique, so then no one can like copy that. Also, during this time, you should probably copyright and trademark your game and logo and stuff, so then nobody steals it. So that's another important step. But right now, I'm pretty much on the spread step. Okay, I've grown a community. I'm still growing it. Okay, I've launched my games on the Game Crafter. I'm currently designing a new one, so I'm kind of in between these two steps. And now I'm trying to spread my knowledge to help you guys and also grow more of a fan base so we can all connect and just build off of each other. And then this step is actually going to come in college. I have it planned out on a whiteboard, but when I go to college, I'll have a lot more time, and I'm going to really actually try to make this a business and try to do it full time. And if that doesn't work, then I'll get a job, but I'll still work on this because I really want this to happen. I really just want to make card games, okay? Like, that is all I think about. So, yeah, I hope this video helped you guys. That was the theory on can HTCGs make it big. Now, again, you got to also be realistic. Like, you can't just expect this to blow up in 5 years. Like, like, think about Magic the Gathering. That and Yu-Gi-Oh! These games just aren't made overnight, especially by one person. You're only one person. So if you can somehow get another person involved in this, but you also have to trust them. But then again, when money gets involved, people can break up and it's often messy. So if you're confident enough that you can do this all by yourself, then I would say go for it. But if you also do need a little assistance, it might be risky to take on another person, but often it can make it way more fun. And plus, you'll have like a playtest buddy to play your game. So you can like make infinite content. But yeah, I know this was a long, I've been making really long videos recently, but I've really enjoyed making this style of video where I just think of a topic and I kind of think about it as we go. It's not like I scripted this video, but I think these are some really solid tips. And again, for any of you that have made it out there and if you want to share some tips in the comment section, feel free to. And by all means, if you don't like some advice I give, I haven't made it yet, so don't listen to me if you don't think that my advice is value. But if you think that there is something here, which I do think there is something here, then maybe you can start taking these steps toward that process. Because like for like a TCG these days, I'm not saying it's impossible. Like nothing is impossible for a TCG these days, especially with how much reach and social media we can do. And this is also another thing. I think that in order for you to really get a really good TCG and launch it big, you also have to have socials on literally every platform. This is something I really struggle at because I don't have Instagram or like any other social media. I just have YouTube, which it allows me to just focus on this. I mean, I guess I have Discord, but honestly, you should probably launch yourself on those platforms too and just spread yourself as much as you can across all those platforms. Yeah, if you guys do all these steps and you work very hard for many years, I honestly think that you can pull this off. And yeah, with that, I will leave you to think about that. But yeah, this was this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.